from one place to other and wear any clothes, eat any foods as per their choice. Then comes the right against exploitation. Exploitation means physical and mental torture. The first point of the main important aspects of this point is that bonded labor or beggar means working without wages, is banned, and one cannot put the children into the hazardous work, or children cannot be physically or mentally tortured by anyone. Then right to freedom of religion. Right to freedom of religion means one can preach and profess any religion. Our country does not have a state religion. No one can be charged or tortured on the basis of religion, as it happened in the time of great Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb, who imposed the tax called jizya on non-Muslim people. But this then comes the cultural and educational rights. People belonging to any religion or any language can maintain their schools and colleges to preach the gospel of the religion, to teach in their language on the basis of religion or language. Here in Ranchi, I would like to cite an example. See our school, St. Xavier School. These are the Christian missionary schools. And the church is running the school. Guru Nanak School, it is the school managed by the Sikh community. And the DAV schools, they are following the rules laid down by the Arya Samajis. This Arya Samaj was founded by, with great reverence, I'd like to take his name. He was Dayanand Saraswati, Acharya Dayanand Saraswati. Then, you see, about the linguistic school, the people of different language can run their school, like Kerala school in Ranchi. LEBB school, it is managed by the Bengali communities, or Balika Shikha Bhavan near Lalpur. Then, right to constitutional remedies. You see that Constitution is said to be the custodian of fundamental rights. And if our fundamental rights will be seized or infringed, one can take the shelter of courts, Supreme Court or High Court, and these courts will provide us remedy. It is said that constitutional remedy is the heart and soul of the Constitution, our Constitution. And last, the most important point is right to education. The importance of education was realized by the people of ancient India In our Sanskrit books, it is clearly mentioned that Sha Vidyaya Vimuktaye, that education is that which gives us the salvation, the freedom from ignorance, and to know about the ultimate soul. Here, the education helps us to distinguish between right and wrong. It was passed in the year 2002, but it came into force on the 1st of April 2010. Now children, here I would like to make a little bit jokes with you, that we all know that 1st April means that April Fool means the foolish day. But here I would like to tell you that after enactment of this right to education, the government is helping us to get out from the foolishness and help us to get the power to judge between right and wrong. So, these are the fundamental rights. But these fundamental rights are not absolute or absolutely free. It is hedged by covered with lot of restrictions. Like you see that we have the right to freedom. That doesn't mean that we can say anything or hurt any person, or we can leak out the secret of the country or our organization and put our country into trouble. The second thing is that according to the right to freedom, anybody can choose any profession. There also it is hedged with certain restriction. And that, like you see, that me, I have got the teaching diploma. I can not take the profession of a doctor because I lack MBBS degree, which is the minimum qualification for the medical qualification to recognize himself as a doctor. So, if I want to run a business, I cannot open any shop. Even if I open, I have to take the